So hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
I'm glad that you guys are all here with us tonight.
Yes, I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And we're the Wellness Warriors.
As it says on the sign there. And we love is love. It's a nice sign. It's just added. Our friend Leslie gave us this. We thought we'd add it to the core. We have a candle tonight and our Ibu light. Our Ibu light.
For those of you who don't know what an Ibu is, it's an apple, but that's how we say it in French. And we, for some reason, don't say it that way. Like saying it in French, even when we were speaking English.
Yes,
we call them Ibus.
It's a weird.
Yeah, it's just
we have
weird.
So we're so glad to have you guys here tonight. The first thing we want to talk about is the elephant in the room, the Power 3 retreat.
Yay!
We have to talk about this because it was literally a mind-blowing weekend for us. Poplin is another one too.
Yes,
I say that one too.
Poplin was all the time.
Yeah. So it was an amazing weekend. We've been working on this event for weeks, since after Christmas.
Right after
every
Christmas.
week. For sometimes we're meeting nightly just to get everything figured out, schedules, refining things, and we think that preparation led to a seamless event.
And
everything
we really
ran
wanted
pretty
it
smoothly.
to be an experience.
Yeah.
We didn't want it to be. It was not presented like our Sunday night Zoom. It was a full experience. There was music. There's
a dance party. There's actually a Facebook group chat that was set up all night last night, so members who attended were able to get in and
get the networking
other.
that they wanted to get in, which is so important.
And
we go to retreat.
Yeah, like we got to pop in, with our drink. You're like, hey guys, okay, we're going back to our room now, and pop off, and then come back and we're back. It was fun. I think everybody did that all night. They just pop in and out. Oh, I had another drink. Or I went to see my kids.
And we just want to iterate. We first of all love everybody that was able to participate and wanted to come participate. We don't hold any grudges or are upset with anybody who wasn't able to. We completely understand.
Yeah.
We are still here on Sundays. We were not going anywhere. We don't want anyone to fret. We love all of you so much, and you guys bring so much to our lives that we couldn't live without you.
We said it when we announced this. This is an addition to what we already do. So everything we already do now is staying the same. We're just adding on this extra piece because we realize now that we have things we want to share. And as we're progressing with our journey, we want to do this. We love talking and we love sharing our experiences. And so doing it in this fashion felt a lot more authentic and a lot more concentrated because there's studies. We actually looked into stuff. We didn't just talk about things that happened in the week. We actually studied and figured out what the topics were going to be and made sure that it made sense in terms of the entire retreat.
So, and how it applies into our lives on a regular basis.
Yes, and it will happen again. Yep. So we actually talked to Antoinette earlier today, and it will happen again.
We are in discussions on figuring out when the next event will actually happen.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
There'll be some similarities, there'll be some changes. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do for this second one, but you guys will get all the details because you guys are here all the time. So we'll provide the details when we get it.
Yay! So let's go into some celebrations.
Yes.
I want celebrations.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
We should sing that every week now. Why don't we do that? Hello.
So on YouTube, I want to see celebrations as well. On Facebook,
yes, some celebrations on Facebook, on YouTube, in Zoom, people.
Zoom, yeah, Zoom,
those 87 people. Someone's got to be celebrating something in there.
2 pounds down. That's awesome. 38 all together. Donna's down a pound. Nothing on Zoom, on Facebook, and YouTube because they're a little delayed. But wow, Rosie got a medal for completing 300 kilometers.
Melissa's
Tracy got her second vaccine shot.
Wow.
Stayed the same.
Melissa's down 3.4. I've got Tiffany down 1.1.
3.8 for Scott.
Debbie says she loves us.
8.5 for Laura Leeson. My God.
8.5. Woo, girl.
Wow, 1.6.
2.4 for Kim Watt over here.
Stacy, 1.6.
Lisa.
Hit gold today for Carol.
Yes, Carol. Woo!
Carol hitting gold today.
Carol, that is phenomenal, Carol. I'm so excited.
Or as we call her,
Walking Queen, young and sweet, walks in every single meeting.
We'll talk to you in a bit.
Yes,
Carol.
we'll come back to you in a bit.
Linda King said she signed up for a body. That's an amazing celebration.
Debbie here said someone said, it was Debbie. She said she tracked every single day this week, which is phenomenal.
Debbie's still at Lifetime and still under gold.
Yay!
We have Lisa.
Selma, 7.2.
Valerie, 4.8. There's so many guys.
Matilda's down 2.6.
It's amazing, guys.
Nicole, meal prep for 3 weeks. Wow, that's a lot of meal prep.
I love these celebrations because again, everything is different celebrations. We're all celebrating different things, and that's what this is about. It's about celebrating those new things you're doing that you're doing consistently, the things that you change, the habits you change, The weight you lost, even the weight you gained. We both gained.
Yeah.
I'm up 0.5.
And I'm up 1.1.
Yep. And we were expecting it. We were tracking very well.
We did well
Monday,
until Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
and then Thursday happened. And then Friday happened. And then Saturday happened. And we had Thai for dinner today. We're honest, guys. Like, we indulged, and it wasn't part of the plan, but it happened. But tomorrow we're going right back to plan and starting over again.
It happens to be Monday.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And we didn't do that bad.
We did not.
Like,
we honestly
the
did not.
only really thing that we had that was kind of out of the norm is Thai food, and Jean-Luc did make cupcakes. So we're having cupcakes after this. But Thai food was the main thing.
Let me talk about the cupcakes now.
Yes.
Cupcakes. So I'm going to make the cupcakes, and this was the cake mix that I had bought at Christmas that we had not used. And I said, if we're making it, we're going to measure it out and point them all out, because normally we would just make them and then eat them all tonight. I said, we can't sit down and eat them all tonight. So our plan was point them all out. Well, didn't have any eggs. So I'm like, how am I gonna make them? I'm like, well, we have eggs, but we're like, if I use the 3 eggs to make the cupcakes, then we don't have eggs for our lunch.
I think that was 6 eggs.
It was 3.
Oh, it was
but
3.
we only had 9.
Oh.
So then we were left with 6 for the week, and we need at least 8.
Yeah, we need a lot of eggs.
And that's not, we don't even have enough for the week, so.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I still made it. I calculated it all out and made 12 cupcakes. I used yogurt instead of eggs. It was water and no milk, so then there's 0 points there. They come out to be 7 points per cupcake, because they're big, 12 big cupcakes. But I even said, if we have them during the week,
if
and
we
split
eat
them,
8 of them tonight and put like whatever 100 points, tomorrow the week resets, so we can have 1 or 2 tomorrow, right? No. But
We
maybe
said-
that might happen. I won't lie. I might have more than 1.
We are going to do our darndest to make sure that we're actually not. We're gonna have some, so that way we cut them in half during the week, and that way at least there's a cupcake that we can cut in half during the week.
So Kelly asked in chat, any gains normal once you have up activity levels significantly? Yes, it is possible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Activity, everybody assumes activity equals weight loss. We all assume the second I go for a walk today, I'll lose weight from that walk. Or if I start doing,
I worked out 5 days in a row. Why didn't I lose this week?
and that's not the way it works. With food, and you tend to be able to do that. If you eat very cleanly for an entire week, say you binge 1 week, and the next week you eat very cleanly for an entire week, your food regulation will tend to make you lose weight, because that's what's really controlling. They always say it's 80% food, 20% activity.
And
right?
remember, when you're changing your food and you're not doing activity, and a lot of times it's because you're retaining water, there's sodium that you're losing in your body, you're getting rid of all that stuff that has been your body's been holding on to, right?
Yeah. And something else, like when we were trying to lose, when we were working out earlier this year, so Jean-Luc and I always used to work out a lot, but recently, earlier in 2020, when the COVID hit, we had actually stopped going to the gym very consistently for months. And so when we started working out from March 13th, for the following 2 months, we did not lose any weight. We would actually go up and down constantly for 2 months, because our bodies were not used to working out anymore. Until our bodies got into an equilibrium of, you guys are working out all the time now.
Oh, now this is normal.
Now this is normal. Then our weight started to come down gradually. And so that's the difference. A lot of us think that we're going to work out and go like this, but it takes time. Activity does not equal weight loss right away. And that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. And because they start, doesn't have a result, so they stop because they think it's not helping them.
Exactly.
But they don't realize that down the line, in 2 months from now, that walk they're doing every day will help them 2 months down the line.
And not that, and it also builds stamina. Like if that's what your stamina is, the more you do it consistently, the better you get at it, the easier, the more vigorous of an activity you can start doing as well, right? Because when you first start walking, you're not able to sit there and jog even, it's just a walk. If you've never walked before, and you've never been someone who's walked long periods of time, it's remembering increasing your stamina doesn't only increase the speed you're doing the activity at, but it's the length of the time that you're spending doing the activity.
And a lot of people think, like, do I need to be really crazy with my activity? Do I have to do like a crazy workout? No. If you literally start walking every day, doing a minimal like 5,000 extra steps a day, that's your. If you do none at all, you start doing, I'm going to do 5,000 for every day.
You can start with 500.
If that's something you can start with, and then keep doing it for a while, and when that gets easier, add on to those steps and keep adding on. That walk will end up equaling something down the line.
I will even make it even add a suggestion. Take an example. Look at the steps that you do in that day, and for every day, and say, let's say, round off your steps. So if you're at 6,592 steps, Round it off to 7,000. Just get up to your 7,000 and start doing that on a daily basis, rounding off to the closest 1,000. So those are extra steps that you wouldn't have originally done. And those are the things that start making you want to do more, because you're slowly, gradually adding and increasing activity and you're not even realizing.
On Facebook, Jill said it. Moving more throughout the day is key.
Yep.
I've said this in workshops before. If the only thing you do today is get up and wash one window, that's an activity.
It's a window wash.
You're not sitting down. You're going up a ladder. You're wiping. You're moving. That's activity.
And guess what?
We don't equate it with that because we think, oh, I'm not sweating. I'm not running around. I'm not going for a 5-kilometer run. But that's movement, and that's what you need to do.
And I'm gonna look at a lot of you right now and say, how many of you can actually just clean one window? You'd really just clean the one window and leave all the other ones dirty?
No.
We couldn't do it. We could not do
I
it.
can't.
We'd actually probably do the section, or you know what I mean?
No,
so in a
I
sense,
start with one. I'm like, oh, that's
okay, I gotta do the other one. I gotta do
that.
that.
Was dirty too.
But I mean, honestly,
dirty too.
the motion of actually getting up and actually starting to do something makes your adrenaline go and makes you want to do more.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's just the getting up that you just need the kick in the butt to get up.
Yeah.
And so if you can just say, I'm getting up, by just stating those words, even calling it to yourself one word at a time. Okay, I'm gonna go put my shoes on now. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the cloth that I need, or I'm gonna go outside and walk the dog. You know, saying it one word at a time to convince yourself to go do it. Because once you're doing it, most of the times, even today, we did not want to work out today. We did not want to do our step class.
No.
And both of us were doing the step and we're like, oh, we're tired and we're doing it. We did it right before the retreat. And when we were done, we were both so happy that we did it.
Yeah.
Because it gave us the energy we needed.
I just got my calorie ring. Woo, woo! I got my ring.
60 to go. 60 to go. Okay, I'm just going to be doing this.
So let's do a weekly recap, guys. So this week was pretty much a very busy work week for us and preparing for the retreat. Wednesday, we actually asked our work. So we've been hinting. A lot of people have seen hints of where we work since we've been doing
I was
our
on the
YouTube
float at Pride one year for a bank.
We did a tree day planting in October 2019 where we're wearing t-shirts that said logos of where we work. And so we've not really hidden it, but we never really asked permission to share where we work.
Well, we weren't sure exactly being on social media as much as we are, what the dynamics were.
Yeah.
And so we went out and we asked them, and we both worked for TD Bank. We both worked for TD Bank.
We both work for TD Bank, which is kind of rare for the jobs that we both do. I'm in IT. He's a sign language interpreter. And we always dreamt when we first met that we could work for the same company. And after being together 12 years, 10 years, it was when it happened. Yeah, it finally happened.
And it was all by coincidence. Yeah. It was absolutely all by coincidence.
So anything we say on our videos, the TD does not endorse.
Nope.
We're just saying that we work there, we love working there, and
they support us as being the wellness warriors. That's very cool.
And that's why we're sharing it, because what happened on Wednesday, honey?
Well, on Wednesday, we did a Jean-Luc and Nick Wellness Warriors presentation to fellow staff members, our fellow colleagues at the bank, and there was 230 staff that watched our webinar at work that day, which was insane. We were never expecting to see that many people from TV
join us
to learn about being well and being healthy.
They asked for more sessions at work, so we're going to be doing more work sessions as well. And another department reached out to us after we did it because someone told them that we did this, and so even work now is hearing about us as being the wellness warriors. So
who knows? Maybe you'll see TD Bank Wellness Warriors.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Although that's what they call us right now, which is kind of cool. But you know what? It's really nice to be at in a work environment that supports wellness and supports people being who they want to be, and they're very good with that as far as us being an openly gay married couple.
Yeah.
They're huge on the LGBTQ2+ community. They're huge with women in leadership. Yeah. They're great with the Indigenous community.
The reason we can do events like we do is because of our work. Yeah. Because we participate in a lot of events at work, and they've taught us how to do this. And so now you guys reap the benefits of us knowing how to do all this stuff now, because work is where we actually practice, because we have to do them at work too. So it's a little fun.
Fantastic.
So that was Wednesday.
Yay.
Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday was retreat. We had a great time, we said earlier. There is more. We'll be doing it again. Like I said, we don't want to give too much information because I'm sure you guys are probably tired of hearing about it. But it was an amazing time, and can't wait to do it again.
Exactly. And I want to talk about some stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about some stuff. So we want to talk about a Transformation Tuesday picture.
Yes. So that was.
I need your phone because I want to show it
You
on
want to show
camera.
it?
Yeah, I'm going to show it on camera.
So on Tuesday, you saw us post our shirtless pictures of the extra skin and all that. And it's funny, we had done it before, and doing it now again, even though we've already done that once before, it's never easy. It's never something that we sit there and go, yeah, we can't wait. Because like Nick said in that post, as much as we now love who we are and who we've become, we still struggle with certain aspects of this journey. And we have to now figure out ways
I'll share it on here.
to be comfortable. We've now have to figure out ways that to still love ourselves and to love ourselves, because that's the important thing, right? It's important for us to realize that no matter how hard you work at something, you have to be happy with what you've achieved and where you've ended off, because you're still in a better position than what you were. Like I look at that picture now and I still go, wow, I might have extra skin now, but look at the fact that my heart's not being like affected by all that extra weight on my body.
And the thing I wanted to share in that post was really because when we've been asked a lot this question, especially when we were doing in studio visits back in the day. A lot of people would ask us, I'm worried about doing this because I would have extra skin and I'll look ugly, and I don't want to do this because of the extra skin. And I always told people the extra skin doesn't stop me from doing anything. It doesn't stop me from running outside on a 5K. The way I was before did. My extra skin doesn't stop me from wearing these clothes right now, and you can't really see what's on the picture, which I'm going to show you guys in a second.
And I want to also say something, because something really affected me, and I heard it talked. I think someone was talking. There was a message in the group at one point in our group, and someone was like, "I'm only 5 pounds away from my goal, and I can't take this anymore. And it's 5 pounds this, and my 5 pounds away." And I could see the frustration, and I sat there and I go, "I'm 5 pounds from my goal weight right now. I'm probably 6." But am I feeling any different than I would if I was 6 pounds less right now? My clothes might be a little bit snugger, but I'm still wearing all the same clothes that I'd be wearing. I don't change that. And so why do we still emphasize on wanting a specific number? I honestly think it's finding ways to realize that number should not be dictating our life.
Share?
Yes,
so I'm going to share the screen now, so hopefully you guys can see it. If I can see a thumbs up. Donna, can you see the screen?
Donna from Azilda.
She says yes, awesome. So this is the picture we shared this week. And like I said in the post, you guys can see on the right side, I actually wrote about, we're not saying that we're very happy with what we see in those pictures. We're not saying that we look at these and we're like, oh my God, I look amazing.
I'm going on the cover of GQ next week, or on Men's Health.
And we don't feel that way, but we're saying that we're still proud of what we've achieved, because that is showing us that we've changed from the before picture. Those guys on the right are not the same guys as the guys on the left. And the knowledge that we've gained from that left side to the right side is much more valuable than having extra skin, having that worry of having extra skin. So we just want to make sure you guys understand that.
And we also want people to realize, if you are someone who is contemplating or thinking about possibly doing it, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Those guys on the right are not.
I'm like, who's talking? It was us echoing in the background. We're like, what? But never feel that there's anything wrong with wanting to get the skin removed, because that is a big personal.
We talk about it all the time.
We do.
We'll be very honest.
We go back and forth.
The other day, Jean-Luc, what did we do the other day? We were literally in the bathroom.
No, we were standing
I was
here.
in front of the mirror. He was behind me, lifting my skin to make me look like I had a chest lift, so I could see what I would look like with a nice chest.
I said it. Drag queens, when they do their makeup, they take tape sometimes and they tape their eyebrows up to give them a higher brow, and it's under their wig. So we were sitting here, and we're not gonna lie, I grabbed Nick, and it was insane the difference it makes. It really does make a difference. But then we thought of the recovery, and I know I'm a big suck myself. I don't think I would be a good patient, and I've heard for some people that the recovery to it is very difficult. It's not an easy process. So you have to mentally be prepared for something that way, like that. And you really want to, if you want to do it, I would always say to consult your doctors, make sure that it's something that you are able to get done, and make that decision for yourself and nobody else. Nobody else. That is, it's your decision to make for sure.
So something else we were actually going back today. We're going back in time.
This is like, well, wasn't Rewind
Yes.
wasn't Rewind the topic this week? Rewind
Yes.
the tape.
Yes.
Guess what tape we're rewinding to right now, guys?
So we're hoping this works. So if you guys, again, Donna, when I start playing this,
yeah.
or Arlene, because we see you guys on camera, if you hear everything correctly, do thumbs up for us so that we know, okay?
We're not sure if the sound is going to come through.
We're not sure the sound's going to come through. It's the first time we try this. So let's see if we can do this. So let's see. So I need to share this screen. You keep talking.
I'm crouching everything to make
so,
make sure.
So let's talk. You can start talking about what this is.
Yes, so we are going to show you guys our September is the new January video. We have not watched it since. This is the first time we've actually had the opportunity to watch it.
So let's start playing it.
And so we're going to play it. Hopefully it works.
So it's our time.
Happy New Fall.
Happy New Fall.
September 1st.
So how are you doing on January 1st?
What are you doing on September 1st? Yeah, what are we doing on January 1st, Jean-Luc?
And Nick? Yeah.
What's been going on?
So we thought we would set our goals for the next 3 months, or 4 months. 4 months.
4 months.
One of the things that I want to set as a goal is to keep active 6 days a week. In the fall, we tend to slow down on activities. It's been a big issue struggle with us.
We find excuses because it's colder outside and we don't want to go outside. So outside activity doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we can always find things to do indoors, and we need to make
that happen.
We need to make it a priority.
Like second goal?
Check.
Second goal would be making sure, especially for the month of December, we're jumping all the way to December because December is one of the months that we tend to, I hate to use off track because we're never off track, but we tend to overindulge, and to the point where we end up gaining a lot of weight. And so we're going to try to be more mindful about tracking and making sure that we're still not depriving ourselves, but negotiating and making better negotiations with ourselves.
The third thing I want to add as a goal is to not overwhelm ourselves with WGA stuff. Mostly me. We sometimes tend to do a lot of extra things and it gets overwhelming. So I want to make sure.
Which then impacts me.
Exactly.
Because then I have to deal with it.
So our goal is this fall to keep doing our channel, but focusing on doing more smaller things and not big grandiose things, so that we can still concentrate on our journey and our well-being and not be stressed over social media.
Yeah. And I think those are pretty much the three things that we want to look into.
Yeah.
And who knows, things might end up being added as things go along, because you know what, these journeys are ever changing.
Yep. So please share your September New January goals. Talk to yourself, inspire yourself to do the best you can for the next few months, because this is what it is.
And part of that activity thing is making sure that we're planking every single day, even on days when we do not do activity. At least do a plank every single day. Starting today, sometimes we haven't done a plank yet, but we will do it later.
Talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Fail.
Happy New Fall! Happy New Fall!
That was hilarious.
Okay.
Wow.
So back in September, we asked everyone in our Facebook group to film a video. We've tagged all of them. So tonight, after this session, I'm going to be going under each video and bumping it back up to the top of the feed. So if you made a video, you will see your old video that you did in September. Look at it, reflect on it, comment below. This is what this exercise is for. Look at what you achieved. Rewind the tape. Look at what you achieved since then. For us, we did a lot of things we said in
I
that.
can't believe it. I was so worried because we have not watched it.
No,
I was like,
the one thing, the plank every day did not happen. That's why we said that.
I remembered because I know we did it and I hurt myself right after we did it. My elbows were hurting or something happened. I can't do it.
So that went, but we did gain weight in December, but we did negotiate and we did not deprive and we did control
It's
ourselves.
so funny, we even said it then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were on that. But you know what? What was really funny is that's what our idea was in September. And then when we went to multiple workshops, the whole concept of someone saying, "Oh, when that lady had said, I schedule all the foods. I actually write a list of all the foods that I want to eat." That's where we got the idea from for our Christmas indulgence.
Yeah.
She said, "I write things out and then I cross out and pick the ones that are most important to me."
So
And that's how we did it. So it's cool that we followed. Technically,
We did activities 6 days a week, most weeks.
we did 5
stray on
6
that.
days a week.
So we did pretty well. So again, we didn't do everything.
Nope.
We did do some. And that's what this was about. It's about reflecting on what we did. And now we feel accomplished. We forgot we had set out those goals.
Yeah.
And now that we've done them, it's kind of like
And
awesome.
am I gonna get mad at myself because I didn't do planks for the last 4 months, but I still did my step class?
And you know what I'm proud of? I did not once say on that video that I wanted to meet lifetime goals.
Yeah, you didn't.
I did not set myself an expectation
Wow.
to get to lifetime goal, even though I knew in my head.
Did you know then? Did you think you were gonna
I
make it by
knew
December
then.
then?
I thought I would make it because
I wasn't sure.
I knew that one. I was hoping that we could, because I was really close then. So I was hoping that we could make it, especially because lockdown was happening again. But I didn't say it because I didn't want to be disappointed in myself. I didn't want to say it. I'll make the lifetime in December, and I watch this in January and be like, oh, I didn't make it. I'm so mad at myself. I can't make it. So I didn't include that because, again, what did we tell you guys? One of the things that we had to learn on this 6th time joining WW, if you set yourself a goal that could have a possible negative outcome that will hurt your self-worth, your inner strength, don't do it. It's if I set myself an unachievable goal for a specific time frame and I don't make it, I really get down on myself. I get mad at myself. So I can't do that. I can only set myself goals in terms of a goal that could happen without a time frame. That's what works for me.
Monique, I love the idea that Monique said I sent a letter to myself, and that's great. And don't forget, we had mentioned it before.
Yeah.
There is that website. I think we talked about it last week. I can't remember what it's called again, but like send a letter to myself.com or something like that, where you can post date an email and it'll email it to you on a specific time. We were actually supposed to do that because we said we were going to do it. We never did.
I don't remember the website.
I don't remember. I'll have
Maybe
to
it's
check.
letter to yourself.
Yeah, I'll have to check. We have it written in our.
No, we don't. Let me fix it.
Oh, is it
I wipe
handwritten
it.
one?
No, I wipe it out every week now.
Oh, it's wiped down every week.
I don't keep the old notes anymore. I used
I'm
to.
sure.
Futureme.org.
Futureme.org. Look
There it
at you,
is.
Naomi.
You guys, we don't. We just need to ask.
You guys are fantastic.
So so we wanted to talk about that because we'll be bringing it back up, and we're thinking we should probably bring this idea back up again.
Next week. So people who want to share their video and talk about their video, that would be great. But we'll give you guys the week to actually watch them yourself, so that way you can actually get that feeling. And then if you want to share next week, we'll probably share those things. No, we can't next week.
No, so
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, we have a special guest.
We have a special guest next week. I forgot. We can't do that next week.
No, so I was saying that we could do the same kind of idea in the future.
Oh, definitely.
Have you guys record another video? Maybe make February the new July. You know,
Yeah, February.
who cares? You can make any month be the new month as long as you.
I saw a post. Wasn't it the January, February, July? Like there's it's all 1 month now. Burr. Exactly.
Yeah, Burr, Ellen and Burr.
January, February,
Jan, Feb, March, July, Burr.
July.
Yeah, there you go. That works. Now, how they be
Closed
trying to figure that out.
captioning is not gonna figure that out.
Okay, next thing we want to talk about is we actually last week we did do some few workshops.
Yep.
The rewind the tape topic. There's a lot of things that people talked about that kind of impacted us because we often talk about the rewind. So if anybody in chat wants to chat with us today, again, please raise your hand as you always do. So again, if you don't want to be on camera, remove your camera before we have you speak.
Because we are now live
Live.
stream. The Zoom is live streamed to YouTube. Just to reiterate. So if you do decide to chat with us, we will be spotlighting you so that way people can see you on YouTube as well.
Exactly. So if you want to talk, please raise your hand. But one of the things that we want to talk about rewinding is this month we're releasing a lot of back to basics videos. A lot of these videos have a lot of these things that we've recorded from our past so that when we need help to go get back to things, we can go back and rewatch our videos. We have over 300 of them. And so it's easy for us to go back to rewind the tape. For a lot of you, you guys can't do that. You don't record your journeys. You don't have the tape to rewind because you don't have a full history, but you do. You have your history in your posts on Facebook. You have your history of your posts on our Facebook group. You can actually search on our Facebook group for your own name and see everything you've posted in the past little while.
You can actually, in our Facebook group at the top, if you scroll, there's an actual menu and there's topics. And we actually divide things into topics where you can find old topics.
There's a transformation topic where when you guys post transformations, we tag it.
We tag it.
So you can go look at all the people's transformations that have ever been posted in our group. So you can go back in time. And why I'm saying this is because sometimes going back in time and looking at the things you shared back in the day will re-inspire you. What happens is when you're a long time on a journey, 9 years, You forget the stuff you learned at 4 years ago. I forget what I ate 2 days ago. So I obviously forget stuff I talked about 4
But
years
not even
ago.
forget, or you think you know it so well, because you think you know a cheese string's 1 point when it's really 2. Like, honestly, it's those things that we become creature habit, and we sometimes, our habits are mistakes or errors that we become habit of, right?
Yeah. So take the opportunity to go back to your Connect posts. Go back to what you posted before and get re-inspired by yourself. This week is literally the week where most people give up on their New Year's resolutions.
January
the 21st day of the year is the day most people give up. And so if right now you're struggling because this is week 3 and you're
They say
having
between 18 to 21 days from January, like January 1st to the 21st is like cutoff where most people say no more New Year's resolution for me, I'm done. So, and I think we have a few people that have their hands up.
Yes, so let's go to Bridget first.
Hi, Bridget.
Hey guys,
How are you?
good. I've been super busy meal prepping today for the week.
Yeah, I saw that. You're prepping all nonstop.
Yeah, so chili, and then I just made, which I just posted, I think you guys just approved, but chicken tinga tacos, which I've never made before. My sister makes them all the time because her husband's Mexican. And I was like, I got my recipe off Food Network. And she said, well, I got mine from a Mexican. I was like, well, I didn't have one in my back pocket. So I got it from Food Network app. Yeah. So anyway, I made that. And then I made from Skinny Taste, because I had a head of cauliflower I needed to use, a Mexican cauliflower rice.
Ooh,
To go with
that
it.
sounds yummy.
Yeah, so yeah. But anyway, I've just been trying to get prepared for the week because, like I said before, we're getting snow tomorrow that I posted.
Right.
So,
You guys are getting a bad
I just want
story.
to get like meals planned because I know how easy it is when you're like snow outside and you look for that comfort food,
Yeah.
right? So
Well,
I'm gonna be like,
if-
meals ready.
If it's ready, it's already ready for you in the fridge. You're most likely going to go for that because it's already made.
Mm-hmm. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
I love
So
that.
I
love
have
that.
I have my Chiefs on in the background, but I didn't want to miss you guys this week.
Wow. I'm honored that we're like at the same level as your Chiefs. Like,
Yeah, well,
we're-
if we win tonight, we go to the Super Bowl again, second time
again,
in a row.
wow. Awesome.
So,
We're
you
probably
know, it's
talking
been
to the
50
worst 2 guys
yeah.
about the Super Bowl ever.
Drag race?
Well, it's been 50 years. It's been 50 years since we've been. So
Aw,
longer than
well,
I've been alive, and you guys too. So, but anyway, yeah. And every time I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, I gotta say, I guys think of you guys. So
we're watching
every
season
Friday
13
night.
and Thursday
anyway.
for UK.
Yeah,
And so much-
yeah. I've never watched the UK version. I've only watched the American version. I should check it out.
And
Yeah.
Canada version's really good too.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys. I
Bridget.
just want to stop and say hi.
Have a great night.
So I have someone that's on chat here on on YouTube. Chad actually said that he's dealing with stress at work and he hasn't been eating like he should for the he hasn't lost weight in 2 weeks and he's trying to get himself back on track, but it's hard. And so I want to bring that up as a thing we could talk about because that's probably something there's a lot of people in the Zoom room right now who are also going through as well. And so Chad, don't worry about it. This journey that you're on right now is not about the fact that what you're doing right now is you're not following plan or whatever you're feeling that sense of failure or feeling right now, throw it out. Don't worry about it. It's past, things have happened. You're trying your best. Things are stressful. Just forget about what you've done. Just move on from it. If tomorrow you start off and you say, I'll do my best tomorrow, I'll start tracking, I'll do what I can. And if that day doesn't work out either, that's okay. Forgive yourself, move on. That's the main tool you need to learn from doing this journey with WW. You have to learn to forgive yourself.
And I think what happens too is I would suggest trying to eliminate the thought, and this is going to be hard because we're so thinking that when you walk in that you need to lose weight every week. I think we all automatically expect that weekly we are going to lose weight. And by having that expectation, we're already setting us up for failure.
Yeah.
So get rid of that whole mentality is I am going to lose weight every week. I'm going to lose weight every week. No, have the mentality, I think, trying to reprogram yourself by saying, I'll be pleased if the scale moves this week. I'll be happy if I see, I'm not happy. I'll be okay if the scale moves this week. I even like saying that better. I'll be okay if the scale moves this week, but I'll be okay if it doesn't as well. Because I know what I'm doing is still making a difference.
Yeah.
That's what you have to think about.
And we often see like as repeat offenders,
We have repeat offenders, we're frequent flyers.
As frequent flyers, we can say that that message of not allowing yourself to have that moment where you're under stress and you're feeling that need to binge and you can't control yourself. If you just give up entirely and you tell yourself this is not working, I'm just gonna give up, you're undoing all the work you have done at that point because you're giving up. But if you just say, I'll try my best the next time, the next day, that's usually when the change starts happening. Because what happens is a lot of us, when we see after a few weeks, we're not seeing the scale go down, or we're saying this isn't working, I quit, I don't want to pay this money anymore, I'm leaving. And what ends up happening, we go back to our old habits, we gain the weight, and then a few years later, or a few months later, like, oh, I have to go back again, and you restart the cycle. What happens is if you're doing a journey right now and you're struggling, you got to a point where you've been having been losing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, and you've been gaining, to try it again. Keep trying every day, because what we learned is that we kept doing that cycle over and over again every year. It wasn't until that we stopped trying to stop that we succeeded. When we stopped trying to stop and we just always tried our best every day, things started happening. Changes started happening. We started feeling more confident. We started to do things that we never thought we could do. We started to say no to things that we never thought we would say no to.
You said something there that made me laugh, actually, and it's that, you know, when you're a smoker, right? A smoker, that common thing that people say is never quit quitting. Well, this is the opposite.
Yeah.
This is
Never
the
stop
opposite.
stopping.
Never stop stopping. Never stop.
Yeah.
You can't stop. This
Yeah.
is completely opposite. This is something you should never want to quit.
Yeah.
This is something that you should always want to work on. Even if in your mind, whatever you're doing is the worst thing you're doing possible, the fact that you're trying to think of better ways of doing things is still doing more than nothing, if that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say there. The fact that you're looking at it and you're talking about it and you're trying to figure out what works for you. I think a lot of us automatically assume that we're going to figure it out overnight. And it does not happen that way. It doesn't happen overnight. Some of us, it could take months. Some of us, it could take a year. Some it could take 10. Some it could take 20. And you have to be okay with that. You have to realize that when the light bulb goes off and the switch goes on, it's insane. And trust me, sometimes it flickers. The switch will flicker. It'll go on and off, on and off, on and off, and you feel like you're in a disco sometimes. That's okay. That's when you're learning.
So Chad, be good to yourself.
Yes.
Love yourself and just keep trying and don't give up. That's all. That's the message we want to send to you. Yes, like the next week could be just as stressful. Maybe you won't be able to get under control next week as well. But at some point you will. So don't stop trying to keep going.
And realize that you are stronger than you think.
Yeah. So I'll take a question. I see someone with the name iPhone. So I don't know what their name actually is.
I think that's Barb. Is that Barb?
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Am I correct? Is it Barb?
Yeah, you could call me Barb. It's Barb. It doesn't matter.
Barb. Okay. I had a feeling. I was like,
But you could call me Barb. I mean, my best friend growing up, they called me Babs. So
oh, Babs? I love Babs.
I'm doing that. I love it.
One of your videos inspired me to try the Good Made bars, the squares.
Awesome.
Thumbs up. I got the chocolate chip one.
We love them. We have them every week. Like there's a strawberry kind, there's 2 chocolate kinds, there's a mixed berry kind. They also have Rice Krispies, like Rice Krispie treats that are. They also have that kind. So they have bites as well.
I think your internet's cutting out on
Yes.
this. What's really cool is a couple years ago, I don't know if you guys can still hear it.
Right.
I'm gonna mute her for now.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Barb.
her, it's her, it's not you guys, just so you know.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah.
So one of the things, I'm so sorry, Babs, that it didn't work out right now. Maybe we can pull you back in a bit once your internet establishes
Right.
itself.
And I also made a healthier choice this morning for breakfast. I made a meal instead of.
I can't hear anything she's saying, unfortunately.
Okay, so we'll come right back to you, Babs, okay? So we have Devin as well.
I was just going to say something too about Made Good. Is what was really cool is a couple years ago in Toronto at Pride, we met the owner and creator of the Made Good bars. She was actually there and promoting her granola bars. It was so weird. She's like, I make these. We were like, you're adorable. She was such a sweet little lady too. And we even told her we had a video on them.
Yeah.
Because had we not made the video already?
Yeah, we have.
She's like, you do? Yeah, so it's cool. Hi, Devin.
Hi boys, how are you?
We're good.
Good, a little tired.
Yeah.
I won't lie. After this session tonight, I'll be sleeping very soundly tonight.
You might not need melatonin.
You guys are still adorable every time I see you on Sunday.
Oh, you're a sweet talker, you.
But on a serious note though, I've been doing 2 days of workshop meetings from 7 in the morning till 7 at night.
Wow.
And I've been learning a whole bunch of stuff about the technique of rewinding the tape and been doing everything that I'm doing, like tracking, drinking my water, and getting all my steps in.
That's awesome.
And I've been thinking about you guys, like, how are they doing at the retreat? They must be so exhausted.
It's let's just say we're going to be thankful next week to have a little more from us time next week. We're going to be able to relax a bit more.
You know what's really funny though? I will say this. I think we would have been more exhausted if we would have been in a hotel room, if it would have been, being at least at home in our own bed. We still got to have our own pillows, our own environment.
Not that I'm looking forward to it in person.
Definitely in person, because we want the one thing that was missing is the dynamic of the camaraderie that is fully created with a group that's in the same location together, right?
Yeah. Or dancing together. Like,
yeah.
I like dancing with people like around me.
I guess I'm not good enough.
I like to
for
shake
it.
people like this.
But,
My eyes.
Yeah, but also my friend of mine came over and helped me start prepping meals together, and my mom was helping me create a weekly menu for me throughout the week to help me prep.
I love that.
That's amazing. That's amazing they're willing to help you like that. That's
So can I ask you a question, Devin? Did you ask them for help?
No, they volunteer on their own.
Even more amazing. That goes to show how much they love you and they want to see you succeed, Devin.
Thanks so much, Devin.
Absolutely. And
Thanks for sharing that.
I love you guys because you guys have been helping me as well. And I love coming to every Sunday meetings to see you guys and giving us great tips.
Well, you know what? If you weren't here, Sunday wouldn't be the same. So we're always glad that you're here with us every Sunday night.
Thanks so much,
Absolutely.
Devin.
Love you both.
Love you.
Too. And we have Arlene.
Arlene.
I want to say Jolene now with Arlene.
Arlene.
Arlene. Arlene. Arlene.
Tell her we're retired.
Okay. Yeah, I'm tired
I think
too.
Arlene's tired too.
There's something I haven't talked about this weekend or today at the retreat, but I just want to talk about the scale for a minute. And it's been said over and over and over, the scale's just a number, the scale's just a number, and it hasn't sunk in yet because I reached my WW goal, but I have a personal goal too, and I'm very close to it. But today, I think it was during the retreat, and you said it again tonight, Jean-Luc. You said, and I think it's sunk in tonight because it hasn't till now. You said, am I any different 2 pounds more than I am now? And I think it's starting to sink in because I will be very honest. I've been very attached to the number on the scale. It's a very significant part of my journey. It's a marker. But now I've got to think about it in a different way, it being lifetime, that I need to pull back on this and say, you know what? The scale isn't my enemy here. It really isn't my enemy. I am no different now. And I'm the same as I was last week, but I had a binge. Oh, this is the other thing. I had a binge last night. And it was a binge. My father-in-law was over. We had hot apple pie. I had cookies, the whole 9 yards. But you know what?
Can you send me a piece? Can you send me a piece or
FedEx.
FedEx
Oh,
for
it was so good. It was so good. Anyway, I just, you know what? It was like Ellen says. It was another day. I tracked it. I moved on. I didn't make a big deal of it. I didn't get emotional about it. It was just, oh, well, it's just another day.
And
And
that
here-
right there, Arlene, that's when you start realizing, that's when your brain starts changing in terms of what we've learned is that when we were obsessed with the scale, we did everything in terms of what the scale would probably tell us. For example, we would have never ate the way we did last
Oh, you froze.
days because we're weighing in on Saturday, or we're going to weigh in soon. So for the days before leading to weigh, we would eat minimally. We always we make sure we don't have water on points, everything, because we're weighing in on Saturday. But then Saturday weigh-in's done. Oh, it's okay. We'll have a few more snacks. You know, it's the weigh-in's done. But we no longer gauge our eating patterns on a scale anymore. If I am indulging on a Friday and that's the day that ends up happening, I weigh on Saturday. That's the way it's happening.
There
now.
it is.
That's the way
And
it happens now.
actually, that's what happened. Last night was my binge, and my weigh-in is Sunday. And I didn't deprive myself from having my binge yet last night.
And you went right back to what you were doing before, back on track, and then you just keep going.
Yeah. And I've also started a new process in terms of my eating, because I want to focus on a couple of health issues. So I'm actually changing my eating habits a bit with the help of Kieran. She's been absolutely phenomenal. So things are going to be changing a little bit in the next little while. So I need to allow my body time to adjust to that.
And I think you said something too, Arlene, that really made me really think here. And it's the idea of, like, the word you used was, I didn't let it bother me. Like, I finally realized that I can have something and not obsess about it. It's funny. It's okay. I don't need to obsess about it, because the obsession about doing something wrong makes you feel worse, and then makes you do something wrong again, right? And it leads you down. If you just have your day, you enjoyed it, you move on, done. There's no question.
You don't
about
dwell on
anymore.
it. You don't say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I
Exactly.
did that. I'm gonna have 16 more cookies because I did that yesterday."
Exactly.
And that's the thing.
It's like you let yourself be neutral in your thoughts, neither high, neither low. Just
I'll let you
neutral.
load plateau. You can use plateau there all you
Oh,
want.
Yeah.
there you
Your
go.
thoughts can plateau, but your body does
Does
never
not.
plateau.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good.
So I'm actually gonna highlight someone with us right
Yes,
now.
we're reading somebody in because
And she just saw herself get highlighted. I'm not. So Carol, I'm not. Just to let you know, You're not seen on YouTube right now. So I don't know if you want to be on camera on YouTube. So your choice. If you unmute yourself, you'll be seen though. You okay? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So yay! So we are highlighting Carol because what happened today?
What happened today? I
What
hit goal.
Woohoo!
I hit goal.
And walking
Yeah.
week. Big school.
Yeah.
You've probably all seen
Thank you
Carol.
all.
She walks in every workshop.
You
she
probably
goes
don't
to.
recognize her right now though, because she's not doing this.
Yeah. I'm a little tired after the amazing retreat you guys gave, and it's been an emotional day. I didn't think I was gonna I didn't know. I mean, it's been 10 years almost. So it's been a long journey, and I've had some medical issues over the years, and the last few months have been a little challenging, but like, I was an emotional wreck this morning. I didn't think I would share, but I did end up sharing at one of the workshops with the encouragement of some friends, and Arlene was there. I sent her a message. I said, I can't do this if you're not there. So she made sure to log on because she's been like a huge support. See, I'm going to break down again. I'm sorry.
This is the spot. This is the spot to do it. You have a whole community here. Everyone knows you. Everyone knows you're the walking queen. So you know what? The fact that you're celebrating today, everybody's feeling that love for you right now. I'm so happy for you that you've done this.
These are tears of joy.
Thank you.
They're just happiness, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, this community is really part of my healing process right now, and I depend on it a lot. But yeah, and it's really kept me going. And I'm just proud and happy to share this with everybody because it just goes to show you shouldn't give up. Like it's not something that happens overnight, and you know you're gonna fall, but you get back up, and that's okay. You have challenges that you're not going to foresee, and you manage. You just try to figure it out. But definitely connecting with people, like it's, I know we've said it so many times at different workshops, and you've said it as well, like COVID sucks, but there's like stuff that there's like the friendships I've got out of the last year. I could not, I don't know, I don't even remember what it was like not knowing any of you guys. It's just like that. So thank you. And I mean, to anybody on here, if I haven't returned your message, like the outpouring of love, I can't keep up with all the messages because it's just been so crazy. So I love you all so much, and thank you for sharing this big moment with me. So thank you, and thank you, Arlene. I love you so much.
Love you too. Thank you, Carol, for allowing us to share it with you, because you're the one
that's why I asked at
to share
first.
this
That's why I asked
moment
at
with
first to make sure that you're okay. That's why I asked. So
it's reaching out is huge.
You don't know who you're gonna inspire right now tonight.
Yeah.
You share your story right now. Someone's watching and they're hearing you said 10 years and they're thinking, oh my God, I've been doing this for 9. And if I've been doing this for 9 and she did in 10, I can keep going and get there. And that's the thing. Yeah. A lot of us don't think our stories are important. We think that we're just someone. But when you actually relate your story and say what happened to you, what you've gone through, you impact people in ways that you don't even imagine. And sometimes we're very scared of sharing because we're being vulnerable. It's something that's very scary to share your story because you know what? There are haters out there. But we're in a community that helps us. We're in a community that tries to support each other. And I'm just glad that you shared today. And I'm so proud of you.
Me too. I love you.
And
Daryl.
Thank you both, because you two have, like, because of you, I've met all these people. So you two are a big part of my success as well. So I love you guys too. So
that's why Jean-Luc was the mayor of the Reflection one year. Jean-Luc actually was called the mayor of the Celebrity Reflection because he brought everyone together that became friends on the cruise ship. He's the one that brought them all together. So there's a theme that he does, obviously.
I don't know what I do, but apparently I bring people together. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Love you
Thank
both.
you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm getting emotional now. Yes. I got emotional at the end of the retreat a little bit. I cried. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I cried. I honestly, knowing you guys all of you have impacted our lives so much, and you guys bring so much joy to us. And I know we try to focus a lot on the positive side on these Sunday night shows, but you know what? If anyone ever has something that they're struggling with and really needs to talk, please never feel like we don't want to hear about that struggle, because, you know, celebrating like this with Carol is amazing, and making sure that we recognize those celebrations, but making sure that, like what Chad was saying, and who needed that help, we want people to reach out and feel that they're getting at least guidance. Sometimes we've
been there. That's why, because we understand what it is to get to the point where you feel you just can't do it anymore.
And sometimes it's just saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Or writing it in a place where people are understanding what you're going through. And you might not get the answer you're looking for, but just opening up and releasing those words and releasing those thoughts and allowing them to come out of your body and actually put them in the universe instead of keeping them in between your ears, where it impacts you 12 times more.
Well, like when we started our YouTube channel, I did say, what if one day WWE discovers us and does a commercial? And we were in a commercial. And then we said after the commercial, what if we meet Oprah? Hasn't happened yet.
But you know, we actually were in a Zoom room with Oprah. So technically we met Oprah. She saw us.
She saw us on screen. She saw us.
Technicalities.
When they saw the screenshot, we were right in the corner. Like, your head's here. We're right there. So we're like, oh my God. So we're close to that goal. But the thing is that if you put things out there, even as far-fetched as they are, sometimes they do come true. So don't fear speaking out about what you're feeling. This is what this journey is about. When you're discovering who you are, it's not just discovering who you are in terms of what I need to do to eat, what I need to do to work out. It's also what I need for this. What do I need to make this happy? What do I need to make this move on and have a great life? because this runs all this. All this is run from this. And so if this isn't happy, this won't be happy. And so you have to find ways to make this thing as happy as possible.
Work it out.
Yeah.
Give your brain exercise because it needs it. Exercise is reading. Exercise is learning something new.
So let's just go quickly to Donna and then Nisha, because I do want to get you guys to talk, and we'll
then
end the show after.
Nisha will be the last one
What?
on YouTube.
Carol's a hard act to follow, I'll tell you. I mean, she had me going. I mean,
Definitely.
I'm so proud of her, so proud of her. I just wanted to say I had an aha moment this weekend during the retreat while listening to Kieran. And we talked about I'm not a big snacker. I don't snack. But on my weigh-in day, I used to call it my cheat day. But my cheat day would go from my weigh-in day to the next day to the next day. Then come Monday morning, I'm trying to play catch up and get back right on track and everything. It's not my cheat. Yeah, I know. It's not my cheat day anymore. It's my treat day. I have my treat and I move on. So the last Saturday and today, I'm on track. I'm at points. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel so much better. I'm clearer. I don't feel like I've got all that food in me that I not eating for 3 days instead of just having that one meal. That was my treat.
And I love that you said something there, Donna. It's not just about what you eat, but it's what the food puts into your brain. You're filling your stomach, but you're filling your brain with stuff as you're eating it. And it's not what we're talking about, the brain food. I'm talking about the thoughts you have when you're eating it. Because as you're eating it, you're going, wow, this is really good. But your brain is going, wow, look at you putting that in your mouth again.
Yeah.
Right. So when you really disassociate that, I loved it. I love that thought process. So I'm so proud of you for being able to realize that and applying it.
It was a big moment for me. So I appreciate it. And I'm like everybody else. Thank you. You, both of you and Antonetta for this weekend. It was marvelous. I can't wait till the next one.
Oh, thank you so much,
You have no idea. Like we were scared. Like, we'll be honest, guys. The positivity exercises, we had to apply them to ourselves. Like 2 days ago, we're like, what if people don't like what we're showing? What if people don't like it? What if mine was, what if the power goes out? What if the power goes out? What if the internet goes out? Like, I had all these thoughts going through my head. Like, it was all the negative thoughts. And I was like, I have to get those out. I can't think of that. I have to, but it happens even for us. So we have to.
You guys are naturals. It's amazing. It's just the enthusiasm, the exuberance, the inspiration. It came through the screen. It was just amazing. And thank
Kelly
you.
just said it, Chad, and I have to share it. She says, what if the neighbors start renos?
Which they did
Well,
on Friday.
Yeah.
On Friday, as we're about to start the retreat.
The drills upstairs.
We're like, seriously? No noise all weekend, all day, and at 5 o'clock the drill starts.
Yeah. Thanks so much,
Thanks
Donna.
so much, Donna.
Thank
We love
you.
you.
Love you guys.
And then we will bring Nisha up, and she will be our last chat in YouTube for the evening.
Yes.
And then we'll chat in Zoom right after.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Nisha. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to ask. So one of the things that I've been feeling guilty about this weekend is not drinking enough water. So I have my water bottle that I've been really good about drinking. And the thing that I specifically also wanted to ask Nick about was you were talking about Coke Zero, and it's easy for me to go to that. Like this weekend, I feel like I went to the Coke Zero. I went to the other drinks instead of going to the water. And then part of me is like, okay, like I went down weight-wise the last couple of weeks, but would I have gone down more had I not drank the pop? And then
I think, Nisha, the thing I want to tell you is you have to look at what you're consuming as what's making you feel happy. So I can't tell you if Coke Zero is what you need, or I can't give you that answer. But what I can say is, like, for us, the way we do it, for example, we're not drinking Coke for the entire month of January.
Nope,
We've decided to cut it out for a few weeks because the caffeine, the aspartame, all that stuff. We drank a lot of it in December, so we said January we're not going to have it. When it comes back, we're only going to have it on weekends. So perhaps maybe setting yourself guidelines with your Coke Zero, maybe not having it all the time. Maybe setting yourself, I can only have one per day, or I can only have one on weekends.
So let me see your water bottle, Nisha.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I wanted to learn how to do it as a treat instead of a habit because I can drink 2 a day and drink 3 liters of water, but I don't want to feel like I have to have the Coke Zero in order for food to taste better because I think that's part of what I've trained my mind to think, and I want to be able to work through that habit.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing is rerouting your brain in that sense by saying, okay, for now, maybe say if I drink my full thing of water,
Yeah.
I can have a Coke Zero. But I don't know if I would suggest saying I'm going to do that every single day because then you're having Coke Zero every single day.
So what you should say is, if
Yeah.
I finish this, that gives me permission to
have
one,
a Coke Zero.
Yeah.
but I don't
need to have it.
Yeah.
It's not carte blanche to have it, but I have the choice. I get to make the choice if I'm going to have one or not.
Because no matter what, Coke Zero is not healthy, but we are just as guilty. We love it.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I never say I will ever get rid of it fully because I still enjoy it. And so for me, I just use it as a treat. I don't have it every single day. So that's how we've kind of learned to maneuver it.
And I love what somebody else said. Maybe try looking into sparkling waters instead of Coke Zero because maybe it's the fizziness that you're craving and not really the Coke Zero aspect, right? So looking into trying bubbly and doing that stuff to still get that sensation of a soda, but not actually drinking all the aspartame and all that. So,
Okay,
thank you
so much. And thank
so
you.
welcome,
You
Misha.
guys are incredible. Thank you.
I love your smile. You make me smile all the time, Misha. I love it.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. So we're already over time. So we're going to wrap this up really quickly. Zoom will stay in, but Facebook and YouTube, we're going to end the night. So first things first, we are still doing Back to Basics this week. The last week that we're posting videos for Back to Basics. Next month will be February favorite things. So we will be digging into the vault of all our favorite things videos that we've ever done.
These are a few of our favorite things.
So we're going to repost those weekdays throughout the month of February. So it's going to be favorites in February. So I just came up with that.
I know, you're so smart.
Favorites in February. So that's what we're going to be doing.
February face.
February face.
Hashtag February face.
So we're going to be doing that in February. Also this week, we are back at workshops. So on Tuesday, we're in San Antonio, Bandera, Texas.
On Wednesday, we're in peer groups, the Long Game Canada.
On Saturday, we're in New Hyde Park, New York, St. Catharines, Ontario with Mary Mack. We're in Fargo, North Dakota for the first time, North Dakota. Then we're going to Rapid City, South Dakota, first time in South Dakota. And then we're going to San Antonio, Texas. So 5 workshops on Saturday.
And then on Sunday, we're in St. John's, West Newfoundland, NYC, New York City, 23rd and 5th, New York, Brentwood, California, Las Vegas, Centennial Hill, Nevada.
So that's all the workshop visits next week. Next Saturday is the beginning of our new series, Have You Met Karen? So Karen is a WW member and a W ambassador from Canada. She lives in London, Ontario. We sat down and interviewed her in December about her journey. So that interview comes out on Saturday. And then next Sunday,
she's our special co-host.
Our special guest. She's our co-host. She'll be on with us, doing the show with us. So you'll be able to ask her questions about her journey based on the video you saw Saturday, or you can ask her whatever questions you want.
And not only that, she'll actually be part of anybody raising hands. If she has some tips that she can share on her journey that might help you out, I think it'll be a lot of fun that way.
Yeah. So we're hoping you guys enjoy the new video series we're starting. We already recorded our second interview already with our next guest. That'll be in February, which is exciting. We're excited for that one too. So. And if you want to be guests on Have You Met, send us an email, www.gays@gmail.com. Please tell us your story. Send us pictures. Explain why you should be a guest on that series because we're getting a lot of requests. So we're going to have to start picking and choosing who we're going to actually showcase because there's only 12 months in a year, unless we're going to be doing these every day. But I don't think that's possible. So please just send us your story so we can, we want to pick the very life-changing stories, even if you're not finished your journey.
Yes,
if you're midway,
this is nothing having to do with being a lifetime goal or an ambassador of any kind. We want everybody's story.
If you are a woman entrepreneur and you went from rags to riches, we'd love to share your story. It does not have to be just about weight related or wellness related. It's about anything. So,
well, yeah, I think that's it.
I don't think there's any more updates. No, we did it all, and we're only 5 minutes behind. So thanks for watching.
Yes, You don't want to give them all of our.
Oh
info,
yeah,
though?
I would
I
say
was
subscribe
like,
below.
yeah,
I
you
would say
told us.
subscribe below and hit the bell to be notified when we release videos. We'll be back next Sunday at 7
Exactly,
p.m.
and you can find us on all social media using @TheWWGays.
You can find our Facebook group, The Wellness Warrior Peeps, on Facebook. Also, our Facebook page, Jean-Luc and Nate, The Wellness Warriors.
And then our recipes are at www.wwgays.com or www.gays.com/recipes.
Our PO Box is PO Box 91152, Baby Village, Willowdale, Ontario, N2K2Y6. And our email, I've already said it,
You know what I'm getting?
www.gos@gmail.com.
Honey, why don't you create a little thing that
I
we can
will.
just that? I just like
I
we
will.
share screens now. This is
I'll be able to share screen next week. We will no longer reiterate stuff. It'll be on screen now.
Yeah, we won't have to repeat
Revolutionary.
ourselves.
It'll be quick.
We'll be like that. Watch. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys.
Bye,
and
everybody.
See you next week.
Well, bye YouTube.
Bye.
Bye Facebook.
So, and
And look at this little precious kitty still sleeping.